On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Soar.
To fly or rise very high or to a great height, often with great grace or ease.
Examples:
Soar in popularity. Soar to new heights. The bird soared through the sky, and its wings spread wide.
Twirl.
To rotate rapidly around a central point, to spin or whirl around in a circular or spiral motion.
Examples:
Twirl a ribbon. Twirl a hula hoop. She twirled her hair absent-mindedly as she listened to the conversation.
Swirl.
To move in a circular or spiral pattern.
Examples:
Swirl the wine. Swirl up dirt and dust. The chef expertly swirled the sauce onto the plate.
Paralyze.
To cause a person or part of the body to become unable to move or feel.
Examples:
Paralyze a city. Paralyze a person. The venom from the snake bite paralyzed his arm.
Neurological.
Of or relating to the science of neurology or the nervous system.
Examples:
Fever with neurological signs. Neurological symptoms. The patient was diagnosed with a neurological disorder affecting their motor skills.
Tether.
To tie or secure an animal, person, or object with a rope, chain, or other similar devices to prevent it from moving too far away. Noun, a rope or chain used to tie up or restrain an animal, such as a horse or dog.
Examples:
Tether a horse. Tether strap. The hiker tethered their dog to a tree while they camped for the night.
Paralysis.
A condition in which you are unable to move or lose control of part or most of the body because of illness or injury.
Examples:
Moral paralysis. Paralysis in the leg. Massive demonstrations lead to total paralysis of transportation.
Torso.
The human trunk from the neck to the abdomen.
Examples:
Torso injury. A torso in bronze. He was hit in the torso and was rushed to the hospital.
Quiver.
To shake or tremble with a slight, rapid motion.
Examples:
Quiver in the breeze. Quiver with excitement. The archer's hands quivered as he aimed the arrow at the target.
Recite.
To say a poem, piece of literature, etc. aloud from memory.
Examples:
Recite a charm. Recite a long list of the article. He could recite all of Shakespeare's works.
Audible.
Able to be heard, loud enough to be heard clearly.
Examples:
Audible sound. Audible words. An audible sigh from the back of the room broke the silence.
Nurture.
To take care of, feed, and protect someone or something while they are growing and developing.
Examples:
Nurture love. Nurture his talents. Schools should nurture children's mutual interest spirit.
Malady.
A physical or psychological disorder or illness, an ailment or disease that causes discomfort, distress, or dysfunction.
Examples:
Common malady. Chronic malady. The doctor diagnosed her with a rare malady that required immediate treatment.
Unspeakable.
Too terrible, shocking, or distressing to speak about.
Examples:
Unspeakable crime. Unspeakable pain. The survivors of the plane crash could only describe the unspeakable horror of the experience.
Psyche.
The human soul, mind, or spirit.
Examples:
Deep psyche. Psyche healing. The therapist helped her understand the workings of her psyche and how to cope with her anxiety.
Inward.
Directed or facing towards the inside, inside or inward looking.
Examples:
Inward peace. Inward cargo. The inward motion of the tide was gradually slowing down.
Recess.
A period of time when the members of a parliament, committee, etc., are adjourned, a short break in a trial in court.
Examples:
A court recess. During noon recess. The company decided to take a recess and reconvene the meeting later that day.
Anew.
In a new or different way.
Examples:
Arm anew. Review anew. He decided to start anew and leave his old life behind.
Rabbi.
A Jewish religious leader or a Jewish scholar or teacher.
Examples:
Son of a rabbi. The city's communal rabbi. The chief rabbi chanted a prayer.
Dangle.
To hang or swing loosely, especially in a way that suggests instability or lack of support. To tempt or tantalize by holding out the prospect of something desirable, but uncertain.
Examples:
Dangle a carrot. Dangle a pendant. The earring on her earlobe would dangle as she moved her head.
Corporeal.
Relating to the physical body, tangible or material in nature.
Examples:
Corporeal form. Corporeal existence. The paranormal investigators claim to have captured corporeal evidence of ghostly activity.
Cocoon.
A protective covering spun by some insects and other invertebrates.
Examples:
Cocoon silk. A dried cocoon. The caterpillar spins a cocoon around itself before turning into a butterfly.
Mouthpiece.
The part of a wind instrument that the player blows into, a device or object that is used for communication or expression.
Examples:
The mouthpiece of the government. The mouthpiece of a saxophone. He spoke into the mouthpiece of the microphone.
Whisper.
To speak very quietly to somebody using the breath rather than the voice so that only those close to you can hear you.
Examples:
Answer in a whisper. The whisper of the leaves. He took me aside and whispered in my ear.
Sermon.
A speech or lecture given by a religious leader, especially a minister or priest, as part of a worship service.
Examples:
Lengthy sermon. A lay sermon. The preacher delivered a powerful sermon on the importance of forgiveness.
Uplift.
The process of raising land to a higher elevation, or the result of this process. Verb, fill with high spirits.
Examples:
Uplift mountains. Uplift my spirit. The uplift in the stock market has been a relief to investors.
Transcribe.
To copy or reproduce something in written or printed form, to translate spoken language into written text.
Examples:
Transcribe notes. Transcribe documents. She needs to transcribe the interview recording to write the article for the magazine.
Synagogue.
Also shul, a Jewish house of worship, typically consisting of a hall for prayer and study and often containing a sanctuary, a social hall, and a collection of administrative offices.
Examples:
Reconstructed synagogue. Historical synagogue. We attended services at the local synagogue during the high holidays.
Nape.
The back side of the neck.
Examples:
Nape massager. Fine hair on the nape. She kissed the nape of his neck.
Explode.
To burst or break open violently and noisily, to cause something to burst or break open.
Examples:
Explode in anger. Explode in popularity. The old building exploded in a fiery inferno.
Inchoate.
Being in an early or incomplete stage, not fully formed or developed.
Examples:
Inchoate idea. Inchoate relationship. The entrepreneur's business plan was still inchoate and needed further development before implementation.
Protozoa.
A diverse group of single-celled microorganisms that are classified as eukaryotic, meaning they have a distinct nucleus and other membrane-bound organelles found in a wide range of environments, from soil to water to the bodies of humans and animals.
Examples:
Free-living protozoa. Protozoa species. The water in the lake was contaminated with high levels of protozoa, making it unsafe for swimming or drinking.
Limber.
To make or become more flexible, particularly with exercise or stretching. To prepare oneself mentally or physically for a task or activity.
Examples:
Limber up with some stretching exercises. Limber my body. You need to limber up before starting to exercise to prevent injury.
Visualize.
To form a mental image or concept of something, to make something visible.
Examples:
Visualize data. Visualize flying through space. She tried to visualize the layout of the new house in her mind.
Involuntary.
Acting or done without or against one's will.
Examples:
Involuntary manslaughter. Involuntary muscles. The drug side effects can include involuntary loss of urine.
Spasm.
A sudden, involuntary contraction of a muscle, causing a range of sensations from mild discomfort to severe pain, a sudden outburst or brief episode of intense emotion or activity.
Examples:
Gastric spasm. Spasm of laughter. The patient's face twitched in spasms as the dentist started drilling her tooth.
Hallucinate.
To experience a seemingly real perception of something that does not actually exist, usually as a result of a mental illness or drug use.
Examples:
Start to hallucinate. Hallucinate with drug. Sleep-deprived people gradually lose their concentration and may hallucinate.
Tingle.
To cause a stinging or prickling sensation. Noun, a feeling of slight numbness or a slight prickling or stinging sensation, typically as a result of cold or excitement.
Examples:
Tingle up my spine. Tingle with anticipation. My nerves began to tingle before the show started.
Electrify.
To make a machine or system work by using electricity, to make someone extremely enthusiastic about or interested in something.
Examples:
Electrify the audience. Electrify a manufacturing process. The product developed through years of research continues to electrify the market.
Flickering.
Shining or flashing in an unsteady or irregular way, fluctuating or wavering, often with regards to light or flame.
Examples:
Flickering flames. Flickering hope. The flickering candlelight added a cozy ambience to the room.
Awaken.
To stop sleeping or to cause someone to stop sleeping.
Examples:
Awaken at daybreak. Awaken a child. The friend's death awakens them.
Twitch.
To make a sudden and quick movement with a part of the body. Noun, a sudden, small, jerky movement of a muscle or part of the body.
Examples:
Twitch at his sleeve. Twitch of an eye. She couldn't stop her leg from twitching nervously.
Portray.
To depict or describe someone or something in a painting, film, book, or other artistic work.
Examples:
Portray feelings in words. Accurately portray the condition. We often portray political problems as religious issues.
Ephemeral.
Lasting or used for only a short time.
Examples:
Ephemeral joys. Ephemeral materials. His success as a famous actor was ephemeral.
Quadriplegia.
Paralysis of all four limbs and the torso, usually resulting from injury to the spinal cord in the neck region.
Examples:
Quadriplegia patients. Quadriplegia care. After the accident, he had quadriplegia and could not move his arms or legs.
Heave.
To lift or hoist something heavy with effort, to throw or hurl something, often with force, to rise or fall with a rhythmic motion, as in the heaving of the sea.
Examples:
Heave a sigh. Heave a boulder. The workers had to heave the heavy equipment up the staircase to the top floor.
Stagnate.
To remain still, inactive, or without growth or development, to become stale or foul-smelling due to a lack of circulation or movement.
Examples:
Stagnate economy. Stagnate due to problems. If you don't exercise regularly, your fitness levels may stagnate.
Periphery.
The outer edge or margin of something, especially a geographical area or a group of people.
Examples:
Around the periphery. Periphery countries. The factory was located on the city's periphery, away from residential areas.
Astronaut.
A person trained by a space agency to travel outside the Earth's atmosphere.
Examples:
Astronaut mission. Astronaut in training. The shuttle astronaut trained for months before embarking on the space mission.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Opportune occasion. An opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Rekindle.
To revive or renew something that was previously lost or forgotten, often a relationship or feeling.
Examples:
Rekindle love. Rekindle hope. The couple tried to rekindle their relationship by spending more time together.
Peg.
A small cylindrical or tapered pin used to fasten or secure something, such as clothing, on a line, or in carpentry and woodworking. Verb, to fasten or secure something using a peg or similar object. To mark or indicate a level or position using a peg or similar object.
Examples:
Peg in the ground. Peg an exchange rate. The sheep were tagged with numbered plastic pegs in their ears.